Hello, this is Sujit. Welcome to Physics 2020. So let me continue my discussion in the problem section of kinematic equation. So you know that in the previous section we have discussed the problems related to kinematic equation. This topic is a very important topic. If you go through the previous purpose of NEET, JEE Mains or AIMS, you can see that a lot of problems have been asked from this topic. So that's why I planned to add one more section, that is problem solving section for this topic. Uh, in the there is a playlist in Physics 2020 called PYEM, that is Previous Year Engineering Medicine. So in that playlist, every day I am putting the solution for one question which was asked for NEET, JEE Mains or AIMS. So totally I think I can post nearly 10 problems in that playlist. So totally 6 plus 6, 2 section part 1 6, part 2 6, then 10 problems in the playlist, nearly 24 problems I have solved for this topic of different types. Uh, so watch these problems and practice more problems, then definitely you will be very thorough in this topic, no doubts. Okay, so let me continue with the next problem, that is problem number 7. Please, sir. Okay, before that, yeah, request for your students. If you didn't subscribe my channel, please subscribe the channel and also plus the bell icon for the updation of my channel. Also share the channel to your friends. Okay, so we will start with the seventh problem. Okay. A burglar's car, the question is like that, a burglar's car started with acceleration 2 meter per second square. Okay, 2 meter per second square. And after 5 minutes, a police vigilant party came there with the velocity of 20 meter per second and continued to chase the burglar's car with the same velocity. Okay, with same velocity. So find the time at which the police vigilant party overtakes the burglar's car. Okay, so that's the question. So I will draw the situation, you can clearly understand. So from this position, that is a burglar's car started from this position, that is u is equal to 0 initial velocity. So started with 2 meter per second square and is going with the same acceleration. So burglar's B. Okay. So with what is the acceleration? 2 meter per second square. Okay. So after that, police vigilant party, after 5 minutes, police vigilant party came there with the velocity v is equal to 20 meter per second, 20 meter per second, and reached there and continued to chase. Okay, continued to chase the police, continued to chase the burglar with the velocity, that is v is equal to 20 meter per second. Okay, 20 meter per second. So find the time. So we have to calculate the time. So the question is find the time. Find the time at which the police overtakes the burglar. Okay. So we have to find the time at which the police overtakes the burglar. So consider at the time t. Okay, at the time t, at time at the time t, the police overtakes the burglar. The police overtakes burglar. Okay, burglar. So let SP be the position of the police at the time t. Okay, at SP be the position. Okay, position of the police at time t. Okay, so correspondingly let S be the position of the burglar. Position of the burglar at a time t. Okay, so at a time t, the police overtakes the burglar means what is the meaning? That is, we are using the condition SP is equal to SP. That is, the position of the burglar is equal to the position of the police equal to position of the burglar. So this is the condition we are using. Okay. Okay. So the police continues its chasing with the path, that is constant velocity v is equal to 20 meter per second. So then the position of the police, we can find that SP is equal to so we know that velocity is equal to displacement by time. Displacement is equal to velocity into time. So it continues with the constant velocity. So 20 at the time t. Okay, t. So this is the position of the police at time t. Okay. So similarly, what is the position of the burglar? So the burglar team is going with the velocity. That it started with the initial velocity 0 and going with the acceleration 2 meter per second square. So SB is equal to, we can use the equation, that is UT plus half AT square. So the initial velocity is 0. So half into, what is the acceleration of the burglar team? 2 at a time. That is, the police reached 5 minutes late. That means the burglar team is going, that is 5 minutes earlier than the police. So we have considered the time t, the instant t reached the police. So the burglar's team started journey 5 minutes earlier than the police. So half into 2 into, that is t plus 5 whole square. So okay, t is the time we considered for the police. Okay, so the burglar's team started the journey 5 minutes earlier. So t plus 5 whole square. Okay, so 2 get cancelled, right? So SB is equal to t plus 5 square. So what condition we have to use? So they are overtaking, the police overtaking the burglar means the position of the police is equal to the position of the burglar. So we use the condition SP is equal to SP, that is 20t is equal to t plus 5 square. Okay? So 20t is equal to t square plus 25 plus 10t. Right, a plus b the whole square. So t square minus 10t plus 25 is equal to 0. So from this, what is this? This is nothing but t square minus 10t plus 20. It is nothing but t minus 5 the whole square is equal to 0. So t minus 5 is equal to 0. So t is equal to 5 seconds. T is equal to 5 seconds. So what we have considered at the time t, the police overtakes the burglar. So we get the time t is equal to 5 seconds. That is, from this position, the police, the time t is equal to 5 seconds, the police overtakes the burglar. Clear? So this is the answer. So the next problem, P. An object starts from rest and moving with a uniform acceleration a. So the distance covered by the object in the ratio of the distance. Okay, the ratio of the distance covered in nth second to the nth second is. Okay, so an object starting from rest, that is u is equal to 0 and moving with the uniform acceleration a. Okay, a. So we have to find the ratio of the distance covered in nth second to the nth second to the distance covered in n seconds. Okay, n seconds. So we know that the two equations. What are the two equations? The distance covered in n seconds. What is the equation? That is S is equal to ut distance covered in n seconds. Un plus half a n square. Okay, n square. So the distance covered in nth second is equal to u plus a by 2 into 2n minus 1. So this is the distance covered in nth second. Okay, so these are the two equations we are using. So this is the kinematic equation we have derived, that is the distance covered in nth second. Both in the algebraic method and calculus method we have derived this equation. So the distance covered in nth second by the object, that is S is equal to u plus a by 2 into 2n minus 1. Okay, so here Sn is equal to, what is the initial velocity? U is equal to 0, then half. What is the, it is moving with the uniform acceleration a, then n seconds. So half a n square. So this is the distance covered in n seconds. So the distance covered in nth second, n is equal to u plus u, that is initial velocity is 0. So acceleration a by 2 into 2n minus 1. 2n minus 1. So this is the distance covered in nth second. So we have to find the ratio of the distance covered in nth second to n seconds. Okay. So Sn divided by Sn is equal to that is a into 2n minus 1 divided by 2 divided by that is a n square by 2. So that's equal to a into 2n minus 1 divided by 2 into reciprocal, that is 2 divided by a n square. So 2 cancel, a cancel. So that's equal to 2n minus 1 divided by n square. So you check the options, that is a 2 by n plus 1 by n square, 2 by n square minus 1 by n square, then 1 by n square minus 1 by n, and d 2 by n minus 1 by n square. Okay, so this can also be written as 2n by n square minus 1 by n square. Okay, so this n cancel, so that's equal to 2 by n minus 1 by n square. So what is the option? B, C 1 by n square minus 1 by n, D 2 by n minus 1 by n square. So the D option is correct. So the ratio of the distance covered in the nth second to the n seconds. Okay, so the distance covered in n second is, we are using half a t square. S is equal to ut plus half a t square. Instead of t we are putting n, so n seconds. Okay, so the distance covered in nth second is u plus a by 2 into 2n minus 1. Substitute the values and simplify, you will get the answer. Clear? A slowly moving flat car is 12 meter long, passing a point at a straight road at 10 km per hour. A boy beside the road near to that point tosses rocks onto the moving flat car at the rate of 1 per second. If the first rock just hits the front edge of the car, how many rocks will fall onto that car? B. How many rocks will fall onto that car if the car begins to accelerate at 0.5 meter per second square just as the first rock hits the car? So this is the eighth question. Okay. So what is given in the question? A flat car right? A flat car of 12 meter long, okay, 12 meter, is moving with the velocity, so V is equal to, it is 10 kilometer per hour, okay, 10 kilometer per hour. So it is moving through the straight road, okay, straight road. So there is a point in the road, okay, it's a point in the road. So a boy is standing beside the point, okay, beside the point, and it tosses the rocks, okay, tosses rocks. So the car just enters the point, okay, just reaches the point or just enters the point. The first rock falls on the car. First rock falls on the car. So we have to find how many rocks will fall on the car when the car crosses the point. Crosses the point. Okay. So we have to find the time taken by the car to crosses the point. So V is equal to 10 kilometer per hour. So meter per second, converted into meter per second. V is equal to 10 into 5 by 18. Okay, 5 by 18. So that's equal to 2.78 meter per second. Okay, 2.78 meter per second. So the time taken by the car to cross this point, time taken by the car to crosses this point, time taken by the car to cross this point. So what is the length of the car? That is T is equal to, okay, T is equal to, what is the length of the car? That is 12 meter, 12 divided by, so what is the speed of the car? That is 2.78. So that's equal to 4.31. Okay, 4.31 seconds. So what is given in the question? When the car just enters the point, just reaches the point, the first rock falls on the car. That is, the boy is tossing the rock at the rate of 1 per second. Okay, 1 per second. So it is given in the question, the car just reaches the point or just enters the point, the first rock fall on the car. That is at the 0th second, the 0th second, first rock fall on the car. Then first second, another rock fall on the car. Second, another rock fall on the car. Third second, another rock fall on the car. Fourth second, another rock fall on the car. Then fifth second, the rock fall on the ground, because at 4.31 second the car crosses the point. Okay, not take 5 seconds. It takes only 4.31 second. The time 4.31 seconds, that is the car leaves the point. So therefore, at the 5th second the rock fall on the ground. So we have to, it's no need to consider this second. So 0th second 1. So how many rock falls on the ground? 0th second to 4th second. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So totally 5 rocks fall on the car when the car crosses the point. So that is the answer. Okay. So what is the answer? That is A part answer. Totally 5 rocks. 5 rocks fall on the car. That is the answer. Then next, B part. B part, what is asked? When the car just reaches the point, the first rock fall on the car. At that instant, the car starts to accelerate with the acceleration of 0.5 meter per second square. Okay. So when the car reaches the point or enters the point, and when the first rock fall on the car starts to accelerate with the acceleration of A is equal to 0.5 meter square. Then how many rocks fall on the car? So in this case also we have to find the time taken by the car to cross the point. Okay, to cross the point. So what are the data here? That is the car enters the point with the velocity u is equal to, that is 2.78 meter per second. So acceleration we know, initial velocity we know. So we have to find the time. Okay. So we use the equation. So S is equal to ut plus half at square. So yes, what is 12 meter? So 12 is equal to, what is the initial velocity? That is 2.78. Okay, 2.78 t plus half, what is the acceleration? That is 0.5 t square. Okay, so 12 is equal to 2.78 t, that is 0.25 plus 0.25 t square. So multiply the entire equation with 4. Okay, then t square plus 11.12 t minus 48 is equal to 0. So multiply the entire equation with 4. That is 0.25 into 4, that is 1. That is t square plus 2.78 into 4, that is 11.12 t minus 48 is equal to 0. So solving on this equation, you will get the value t is equal to 3.32 or t is equal to minus 28.88. Okay. So on solving the equation, you get the value, that is t is equal to 3.32 or t is equal to minus 28.88. So time cannot be negative. So we will consider the value t is equal to 3.32 seconds. So when the car, that is in this case, the second case, when the car just enters this point, just touches this point, and when the first row fall on the car starts to accelerate with the acceleration 0.5 meter square. So in this case, the time taken by the car to cross the point is t is equal to 3.32 seconds. So in this case, how many rocks fall on the car? So already we studied, that is same, that is when the car reaches the point at the 0th second, the first rock fall on, that is fall on the car. So 0th second, one rock. First second, another rock. Second, 2th second, that is another rock. Okay. Then 3rd second, another rock. Okay. So 0th second one, first second, second second, then 3rd second. So 4th second means the car will leave the point. So it will take only 3.32 seconds. 3.32 seconds. So how many rocks will fall on the road? 1, 2, 3, 4. So my answer is, that is in this case 4 rocks will fall on the car. That is 4 rocks will fall on the car. 4 rocks will fall on the car. Clear? Okay. So the next problem, that is P10. An athlete start from rest. Okay. An athlete start from rest and covers 1500 meter. Okay. 1500 meter. So an athlete start from rest, that is U is equal to 0. So he covers this distance in this manner. The first 900 meter, the first 900 meter, he accelerates himself with a uniform acceleration of A is equal to 2 meter per second square. Okay, he accelerates himself with a uniform acceleration of 2 meter per second square and reaches a constant velocity. Okay, constant velocity V when he reaches the distance 900 meter. And after that, the remaining distance from 900 to 1500 meter, he runs with that constant velocity, that the uniform velocity. Okay, uniform velocity. Okay. So we have to, suppose I consider this point as A and this point as B and this point as C. Okay, C. So we have to find find the time taken by the athlete to cover the distance A to B. Okay, A to B. Second part, find the time taken by the athlete to cover the distance from B to C. Okay, B to C. Then third part, find the time taken, what is the time? Okay. What is the time when he is at the center of the track, when he is at the center of the track. Center of the track. So these are the things we have to find. So clear? An athlete start from rest and covers a distance of 1500 meter. So in that, the first 900 meter, he accelerates himself with the uniform acceleration of A is equal to 2 meter per second square and reaches a constant velocity at 900 meter, and the rest of the distance from the 900 meter to 1500 meter, he runs with the uniform velocity. Okay, uniform velocity V. Okay. So we have to find what is the time taken by the athlete to cover the distance from A to B, also the time taken by the athlete from B to C, and what is the time when he is at the center of the track. Okay, these are the three things we have to find out. Okay, so solution. First I am considering the distance, that is from A to B, that is 900 meter. Okay, 900 meter. So I am using the kinematic equation to find the constant velocity attained by the athlete. Okay, so V square minus U square is equal to 2AS. Okay, so V square, that is the final velocity, minus what is the initial velocity, 0, is equal to 2 into what is the acceleration, that is 2, Okay, then what is the distance that is he covered? That is 900 meter. Okay. So V square is equal to 3600. 3600. Okay. So therefore V is equal to 60 meter per second. So the final or constant velocity attained by the athlete, okay, is equal to V is equal to 60 meter per second. Right. So we have to calculate the time. So find the time taken to cover A to B. So we use the equation that is acceleration is equal to velocity by time. Acceleration is equal to velocity by time. So time is equal to velocity by acceleration. So what is the velocity reached by the athlete? That is 60. Okay, 60 divided by what is acceleration? Uniform acceleration of the athlete, that is 2. Okay, that is equal to 30 seconds. 30 seconds. So the time taken by the athlete to cover the 900 meter is 30 seconds. Okay. Then, so he attained the velocity, that is V is equal to 60 meter per second, and he runs the rest of the distance or remaining distance with that constant velocity. Okay, with the constant velocity. So I am using the formula, that is velocity is equal to displacement by time. Okay, so time is equal to displacement by velocity. What is the displacement from 900 to 1500? That is 600. 600 divided by what is the velocity? That is 60. Okay, 60. So this 0 cancel, then 6, then 10. Okay, so t is equal to 10 seconds. So the athlete runs with the constant velocity or uniform velocity, that is 60 meter per second to reach the to cover the remaining distance. So he covered the remaining distance is 600 meter. Okay, 600 meter. So I am using the equation, the velocity is equal to displacement by time. So from this, time is equal to displacement by velocity. So he covered the distance, that is 600 with the velocity. What is the velocity? That is 60 meter per second. Okay, 60 meter per second. So 60 cancel, then 10 times. So t is equal to 10 seconds. So that is the answer for find the time taken to cover from B to C. Okay. Then next we have to third section. What is the time when he is at the center of the track? So center of the track means that is the displacement is equal to here. So that is 750 meter. Okay, from A to this point I am taking D. Okay, so from A to D. So center of the track. So what are the data? We know the initial velocity, we know the acceleration is equal to 2 meter per second square, and the distance covered, that is 750 meter we know. So I am using the equation S is equal to ut plus half at square. Okay. So yes, distance, how much distance he covered? 750 is equal to, what is the initial velocity? 0. So this term 0 is equal to half acceleration, that is 2. T square we have to find. Okay. So 2 get cancelled. T square is equal to 750. So T is equal to 27.4 seconds. Okay. T is equal to 27.4 seconds. Clear? Okay. So the next problem. A bike starts from rest. Okay. A bike starts from rest, that is U is equal to 0. Starts from rest and accelerates, that is uniform acceleration A is equal to 4 meter per second square. Okay. For time t is equal to 5 seconds. T is equal to 5 seconds. And it reaches a constant velocity v, and it moves from this point, it moves with a constant velocity for time t is equal to 25 seconds. Okay, t is equal to 25 seconds. So here a bike starts from rest, u is equal to 0, and accelerates with uniform acceleration a is equal to 4 meter per second square, and it reaches a constant velocity, okay, constant velocity v after time t is equal to 5 seconds, okay, 5 seconds, and it then moves with the constant velocity for time t is equal to 25 seconds, okay, constant velocity 25 seconds. From this it decelerates, okay, decelerates with a is equal to 2 meter per second square. So until it stops, that means final velocity is equal to 0. So find the total distance traveled by the bike. Find the total distance traveled by the bike. Okay. So a bike, listen to the question. A bike starts from rest, that is u is equal to 0, and it accelerates with the uniform acceleration of a is equal to 4 meter per second square, and it reaches a constant velocity v after t is equal to 5 seconds. Okay. Then it moves with a constant velocity for the time t is equal to 25 seconds. 25 seconds. And after that it decelerates with the deceleration is equal to, at the rate of a is equal to 2 meter per second square until it stops, that is v is equal to 0. So we have to find the total distance traveled by the bike. So I am taking this point as A, so this point B, so this point C, D. Okay, so I am splitting the entire motion of the bike into from A to B, B to C, and C to D. Okay, solution. So from first I am considering from A to B. So the distance traveled by the A to B. Okay. Plus half a t square. So A to B. So we can use the equation, that is S is equal to ut plus half at square. Okay. So what is the initial velocity? That is 0. So this term 0, that's equal to half. So that is S1. Okay, half into what is the acceleration? That is 4. What is the time taken? That is 25. Okay, t square, that is 25. So okay, 2 cut. So that's equal to 50 meter. So the distance covered from A to B is 50 meter. Okay. So after that we have to use the equation. So we have to find the constant velocity. So what is the constant velocity attained by the bike? That is v is equal to u plus at. So that's equal to, what is the initial velocity? 0. Is equal to acceleration, that is 4 into, what is the time? That is 5. So v is equal to 20 meter per second. So this is the constant velocity reached. So v is equal to 20 meter per second. Okay. So after, at the next 25 seconds, it moves with the constant velocity. Constant velocity. So how we can find the distance then? Next we consider the motion, that is from B to C. Okay, B to C. So velocity is equal to, we know the formula, that is it is a uniform motion, that is the motion with the uniform velocity. So v is equal to u plus, velocity is equal to displacement by time. So distance equal to velocity into time, that is a uniform velocity, that is equal to 20 into then next time, that is 25. Okay, 25. So that's equal to f2. So the next distance we will travel, that is the distance traveled from B to C is, we take, that is s2. s2 is equal to, that is 500 meter. So take it 500 meter. 500 meter. Right? Next, from point, that is from C to D. From C to D. Okay, C to D. So here it reaches a constant velocity v is equal to 20 meter per second, and up to the point C it moves with the constant velocity 20 meter per second. So v is equal, at this point also the constant velocity 20 meter per second. Okay. So from C to D I am using the equation, that is v square minus u square is equal to 2as. Okay, what is the final velocity? That is, in this point the bike comes to rest or it stops. So the final velocity is 0. Initial velocity, that is 20 square is equal to 2 into, what is the acceleration? So this is a deceleration. So minus 2 into s3. I am taking this distance as s3. Okay. So minus cancel. So that's equal to 400 is equal to 4 s3. Okay. So s3 is equal to 400 by 4. That is 100. Okay. So s3 is equal to 100 meter. s3 is equal to 100 meter. Okay. 4, that is 400. 400 by 4, that is 100 meter. So the total distance, we have to find the total distance traveled by the bike. So the total distance traveled by the bike is s1 plus s2 plus s3 is equal to, so s1 that is 50, s2 that is 500 plus s3 that is 100. So that's equal to 650 meter. 650 meter. Clear? So the next problem, that is P12. Okay. A body starts from rest. A body starts from rest and it is accelerated with a uniform acceleration a. So starts from rest means the initial velocity is 0. Initial velocity is 0. And after n seconds, okay, after n seconds it reaches a velocity v. A body starts from rest and it is accelerated with a uniform acceleration a. After n seconds the body reaches a final velocity v. So we have to find the distance traveled by the body in last 3 seconds. Okay, in last 3 seconds. So we have to find a body starts from rest, that is initial velocity 0, and it is accelerated with a uniform acceleration a, and after n second the body reaches the final velocity. We find the distance traveled by the body in last 3 seconds. Okay. So solution. So first we will find the distance, that is the distance traveled by the body in n seconds. Okay, Sn. And the distance traveled by the body in n minus 3 seconds we will find. Okay, n minus 3 seconds. So the distance traveled by the body in last 3 seconds means S is equal to Sn minus n minus 3. Okay. So that is give the displacement in the last 3 seconds. Okay. Suppose n seconds means that is 8 seconds and n minus 3, so that is 5 seconds. So 8 minus 5, we will get the distance traveled by the body in last 3 seconds. Okay, 3 seconds. So the distance traveled by the body. So what is the acceleration? So acceleration is equal to final velocity minus initial velocity 0 divided by time. So a is equal to v by n. So that is the acceleration. So a is equal to final velocity v minus 0 initial velocity by time, that is n. So a is equal to v by n. A is equal to v by n. Okay. So the distance traveled by the body in n seconds. So Sn is equal to ut plus half at square. Ut square, that is initial velocity is 0. So half. What is acceleration? So v by n. Okay, v by n into half at square, that is n square. Okay, n square. So this n cancel. Okay. So that's equal to Sn is equal to Vn by 2. Okay, Vn by 2. So the next part, right, Sn is equal to the distance traveled by the object in n seconds is equal to Vn by 2. So the distance traveled by the object in n minus 3 seconds. So that is equal to ut plus initial velocity is 0 half. What is the acceleration? That is v by n into t square, that is n minus 3 square. Okay. So that is v by 2n into n square plus 9 minus 6n. Okay, 6n. So the distance traveled by the object in the last 3 seconds is, that is S is equal to Sn. So Vn by 2 minus v by 2n into n square plus 9 minus 6n. Okay? So that's equal to Vn by 2 minus multiply. So Vn by 2. Okay. So minus 9v by 2n. Minus into minus plus. Okay. So 6v by 6v by 6vn. Okay, 6vn by 2n. 6vn by 2n. So vn by 2 minus vn by 2 cancel. Okay, cancel. So that's equal to 6vn by 2n minus 9v by 2n. So compare the options. 6n. So these are the four options given for this question. So v into 6n minus 9 by 2n to v. Okay, so that's equal to, from this take v by 2n commonly outside. So v by 2n. Okay, v by 2n. So remaining, that is 6n minus v by 2n, that is 9. So yes, the option A, that is v by 2n into 6n minus 9. Okay, so that is option A is the correct answer. Okay, so clear. So find an object starts from rest and it is accelerated with a uniform acceleration, and it reaches after n second, it reaches a final velocity v. So we have to find the distance traveled by the body in last 3 seconds. Okay, so we are finding the distance traveled by the object in n seconds and the distance traveled by the object in n minus 3 seconds, and the distance traveled by the object in last 3 seconds means Sn minus 3. So find we are finding the acceleration and the distance traveled by the object in n seconds, distance traveled by the object in Sn minus 3 seconds, and do the simplification. You will get the 4 options are given for this question. So option A, that is according to the option. So according to the option you simplify it. So v by 2n into 6n minus 9. Clear? So with this, problem section is over. Dear students, so the problem section of kinematic equations. So we have covered 2 sections, part 1 and part 2. So totally 12 problems of different types we have discussed, and also in the playlist, that is POEM, that is previous year engineering medicine playlist, I have discussed, I have the plan. I think I can discuss 10 different problems. So totally some 24 problems in this section I have discussed. So make use of it and try to solve more problems, practice more problems, then you will be very thorough on kinematic equations. So our next topic is, that is motion under gravity. Okay, motion under gravity. So that is also a very important topic. Some problems you can expect from that topic, that is motion under gravity. So different variety of problems are there. So parachute, then so okay, lot of problems are there in that topic also. That is a very interesting topic. So stay tuned. I will come back. Bye.